My week first. And then I'm going to tell you about ET being hereditary in our family. I'm hoping that this works today. This is my week. You know that new computer I bought 6 weeks ago? I turned it on at the end of last week and there was something seriously wrong with it. So yesterday I had to take it back. Like I said to you last week, if anything's going to happen, it's going to happen to me. I took it back. My main man, Bryce, he was there again. As soon as I walked in, I said, "Bryce, do you remember me?" And he said, "Yes, I do." So he had a look. They didn't know whether they were going to have to send it off, even though I'd only had it for 6 weeks. In the end, they gave me a replacement. He said, you know, Bryce said to me, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And I got all teary, of course, emotions on the edge, just couldn't believe it. Once again, it happened to me. And I said to him, "Look, if you sell only 3 faulty things in this whole store, I will be the one that will buy them, and I will be the one, because it's hard enough coming over here for a first trip, let alone a second trip, because it breaks after 6 weeks." So once again, Bryce, you're the man. You helped me out. He even helped half set the new computer up for me before I walked out. So he went above and beyond once again for me, and I thank him very much. So what I've done for you today, so this is the new computer. So I'm not sure, it's actually a bit darker, the screen, so let's see how it works. What I've done for you today is sort of my family tree. This is me here. So when I was a kid, the only one that I knew that shook was my nan, my dad's mum. And like I'd said before, I thought that was because she was old. Same as when I was a kid and I would love to watch On Golden Pond with Katharine Hepburn. I thought she was shaking because she was old, just like my nan. I never associated my shakes at that age to be the same as my nan. My nan never said what it was, so I don't think she was diagnosed at all. My mum's great-grandmother, my mum said that they used to call her Shakey Nan, not to her face. This was back in the generations that she was not a happy chappy to be called Shakey Nan. So she was a Shakey Nan, but Mum, I was talking to Mum this morning and she said that she had Parkinson's, but she did have the whole body tremor, and it was so bad that she had to walk with a cane. So whether it was ET or not, we won't know. My nan only started to shake in her older age, just every now and then when she would go to pick up a cup. Her sister, I'm sure I remember her shaking. Once again, don't know what it was. So that was when I was a kid. So there was only me. When I was a teenager, my brother started shaking. So there's an older brother, I'm second, younger brother and younger sister. My older brother, my younger sister, they don't shake. The middle two do. Scott started when he was a teenager, like I said, so I never associated his shakes with mine. Mine was always because I must have been a nervous kid. Or, yeah, it was mainly, I don't know, I just shake. I thought I was nervous. So when Scott got it, I still didn't associate with it. My dad recently has got it. I actually remember my dad when I was a teenager shaking when he'd do little things like screwing in screws and that. He didn't acknowledge it. Same as my brother. My brother said, because I've rang everyone today and asked them all permission to say all this, my brother said that it was other people noticing it at first. He never noticed it himself. Same as my dad. My dad's only been diagnosed 3 years ago as having ET. He only has it in one arm. My brother can get bad when he's anxious or nervous. He did say he has lost a few jobs over the years because they've thought he was an alcoholic and things. But now he just says it up front and says, you know, this isn't going to affect my work. This is what I've got. And he's been pretty lucky lately with his jobs. So he isn't as bad as me, but when he's anxious and nervous, stressed, he can get relatively bad. Like I said, my older brother, my younger sister, they don't shake at all. Now I have a son and 2 daughters to my ex-husband, and then a daughter to Shane. All 4 of mine shake. It started when they were in their teenage years, just when they're concentrating on things still. Dylan's now 29 this year, Renee will be 28 this year, Tara Lee will be 26 this year, Emily's just turned 18. Emily not so much, but if someone's watching her and she's trying to do something, she will tremor a little bit. Like I said, they're all only slight, and at that age, they're very lucky to only have it slightly. When I got it, because I was diagnosed at 27, I'd already had these 3 kids. I was never told it was hereditary. I was never told it could be hereditary until I started doing these videos and started doing some research. So even when my kids got it, I just thought, oh, no, they're shaken too. Oh, I didn't realise that I had given it to them. Now my son has my grandson and my daughter has my granddaughter. They're not showing any signs yet. Bronte, when I finished painting this room, she said to me that night, Nanny, I'm going to make you a sign. Can you write Shakey Nan? I'm going to put the sign on your door. So I wrote Shakey Nan, and above Shakey Nan she wrote Bronte. And she said, can you write Shakey on top of Bronte Nan? And so I wrote it. She said, because this is going to be Shaky Bronte and Shakey Nan's room, because I want to be Shaky Bronte just like you did. God love her. One day I thought, no, one day you might hate me for it. My kids don't. They're very proud of me doing these videos. Even before I started doing these videos, like I said, I was only going to do a few. I've done over 40 now, which is just incredible. I thought after 5 I would run out of things to talk about. I bet you wish I had run out of things to talk about. Sorry, I lost my track. Yeah, sorry. So I asked them all before I started these videos. I said, you know, it could be embarrassing for you guys. It could be, I'm going to have to put it out there. I'm going to have to talk about the family, you know. And they all said, go for it, Mum, which I was so proud of them for doing. And now they're so proud of me for doing this, which just makes my heart burst. So hopefully this is why we need a cure. I don't want any further generations to get it. I feel bad enough that my next generation has got it. This is why we need that cure. We need this box filled in. We need a way to stop this and to stop it running down. Like I said, I had it from birth. There's no pattern. My dad was he's diagnosed when he was 70. There's no pattern. Dad didn't have it when I was a kid. I didn't know what Dad had. I didn't know what Nan I had because Nan was old. Mum is only starting to sort of slightly tremor a bit now when she concentrates on things. But she's 70 as well now. Sorry for telling your age, Mum. So, you know, there are other reasons, but we all never knew it was hereditary. We all have never spoken in depth about it. Everything I say to you guys, I have never had these conversations with any of my family. I've never even had these conversations with Shane, because you don't. You just don't tell everyone your all day long thoughts. So that's a bit of our history. Like I said, you know, not in not all cases it's hereditary, but in ours it definitely is. So this is where it stops, right here. No more. We need that cure. We need to get this out there so that they can find us something. All right, guys, thank you very much. I hope that was an interesting one. Take care, everyone. Love you all. I'll see you on Friday. Have a great shaky week till then. Okay, bye, guys. Oh, now I've got to try and turn this off. Okay, I'm on the arm of the chair. That's better. All right, bye, guys. I better end it first. Remember, I have to press it. Oh, where's the mouse?